Welcome to Learn to Read Thai video tutorial 10. We're into double figures already. And as to how many tutorials it will take to finish my basic course, I'm not really sure, but I would estimate between 20 and 30. As to what happens after that, I'm also not really sure. It depends on the feedback I get. So if the channel gets views and subscribers and comments and likes and general interest, I'll do some more. Also, as I said, I can expand the channel to do some living in Thailand stuff rather than just language. It really depends on what people want. Today I'll be introducing the two vowels that are written here. And if you've been following my tutorials so far, you'll know that I have a big problem with transliteration. I dislike it for several reasons. The first is that it was just badly done. It could have been done a lot better. The second is that I've uncovered quite a lot of evidence that it was done by German speakers. And what might make sense to a German speaker won't necessarily make sense to an English speaker. Let me give you an example. We take the letter J. In English it makes a J sound just. In French, it makes more of a je sound. And in German, it makes a Y sound. So even though the different languages use the same basic alphabet, the sounds of the letters and consonants are different. The third reason is that there are sounds in Thai that simply can't be written using the English alphabet. And the two vowels today are a good example. They make the kind of sounds you would make if you trod in something that a dog had left in the park. You look at your shoe and you'd say, ugh. Now, how are you supposed to write that in English? The transliteration system, mainly, but not always, uses EU. Right? There are a couple of problems. Firstly, as with most Thai vowels, there is a short and a long version, and it uses EU for both. So there's no differentiation between short and long. Secondly, the sound's just not accurate. If I think about the EU in Europe, it's not the same sound. And if I write a word such as juice, it's not the same sound as the EU in juice. It's a very, very unsatisfactory way of doing things. And as I've suggested before, the best thing is just to learn to read Thai and ignore transliteration altogether. The other failing with transliteration is that it's inconsistent. As I said, with Thai words that use either of these vowels, when they're transliterated into English, the transliteration normally uses EU. But in some cases, it uses UE. So if you fly into Bangkok's original airport, Don Mueang, which uses this vowel, it uses UE, Don Mueang. So transliteration is just bad on many different levels. The first vowel, this one, makes a kind of short sound. And the naming convention is the same as the other Thai vowels. So it uses sara, the word for vowel, and then the sound of the vowel. So sara and this is the longer version, sara So what we're going to do now is write some words using these two new vowels and previous vowels and consonants that we've covered already. And what I would suggest, once Pom's written the word, is just to pause the video and see if you can read the word, and then continue to hear my explanation, and then listen to Pom to get the correct pronunciation and tone. So here's the first word. We've got the to tau initial consonant that we did in the last tutorial, then the short vowel, and then the gorgai, which is an unreleased K as a final consonant.
ตึกตึกตึก
It means brick building, and I see this on quite a lot of signs that there's a building for sale. And just get Pom to erase that and do the next word. So here we have one of the K initial consonants, then the short a tone mark, and the nonu, the N final consonant.
ขึ้นขึ้นขึ้น
This is a word that you use quite a lot. It means to go up, increase, grow, or it can be like board if you board some transport. So if you get on a bus, you kun road, and if you're feeling better after being sick, you might feel di kun. You feel better. So let's get on to the next word. There aren't actually that many words that use the short sara vowel. Okay, so here we have the law ling, the L initial consonant, the short vowel, and the gorgai final consonant, which is number release K.
ลึกลึกลึก
That means deep, and it can mean deep in all senses. So it can be like a swimming pool, deep water, or it can mean something that's deep and profound. Okay, next word. I was struggling a bit to find sample words that use this vowel, so I've had to use a few words that use consonants that we haven't covered yet. I'm sorry about that. This is a P consonant, so it's a P initial consonant, then the short and then the ngong or ng final consonant.
พึ่งพึ่งพึ่ง
That means B. The next sample word also uses a consonant that I haven't covered yet. I'm sorry about that. This consonant makes an F sound, then the short vowel, and then a gorgai again.
ฝึกฝึกฝึก
And that word means to practice. Now we'll move on to the longer vowel. So here we have a K initial consonant, this is the core quai, the long and if there's no final consonant, we need to write this silent consonant again. คือ This is one of the Thai verbs to be. And we'll do another word that uses this vowel without a final consonant. It's quite similar, but the initial consonant is now the more ma, the M consonant, and the long and the silent consonant.
มือมือมือ
That means hand, and when you listen to Pom, you should hear that this vowel is longer. So the next few sample words have final consonants, so we don't need the or ang there. So here we have the law ling, the L initial consonant, then the long sara then the more ma M final consonant.
ลืมลืมลืม
And that's the Thai word to forget. Next word. Now this one uses the unaspirated T that we did in the last tutorial, the to tao, then the long vowel is a tone mark, and the final consonant is nonu, the N consonant.
ตื่น ตื่น ตื่น
And that means to wake up in the morning. And the next one, Pom's just writing it. Again, this one uses the consonant that we did in the last tutorial, the unaspirated P sound, bo, blah. Then the long vowel, and again the final consonant is nor, nu, the N sound.
ปืน ปืน ปืน
And that word means gun. Okay, on to the next word. Here we have the more ma initial consonant, the M consonant, the long vowel, and the door deck, which as an initial consonant makes a D sound, but as a final consonant makes an unreleased T sound.
มืด มืด มืด
And that word means dark in Thai. Hopefully you'll be doing these yourself now. See, if you follow previous tutorials, you should know the sound of the consonants we're using, and all you need to do is to add the long sound. So here we have the lorling L initial consonant, the long vowel, a tone mark, and the final nor, nu, N consonant.
ลื่น ลื่น ลื่น
That word means to slide or slippery. You see it written on sliding doors to tell you how to open the door, and you'll also see warnings on the road if roads are slippery after it's been raining. There's just one more, then I need to do a slight variation. Okay, so here we have the yak, the Y consonant, initial consonant, the long vowel, and the final consonant is the more ma M.
ยืม ยืม ยืม
And that word means to borrow. So all of the words we've just done have been single syllable words. Now with that longer vowel sound, if it's used with sara a and the silent consonant, so this 1, 2, 3, it makes an like a two-syllable sound. So here we have the and here we have the Gorgai Lorling consonant cluster. So it's like a GL consonant cluster.
เกลือ เกลือ เกลือ
And that word means salt in Thai. Couple more words that rhyme, and words which don't have a final consonant. So again we have the sara a, the sara and the silent consonant make the sound, and our initial consonant is the nor, nu, N consonant.
เนื้อ เนื้อ เนื้อ
And that word means meat in Thai. Thais also use that word for beef, though it's not technically correct. The word for beef should be nua wua, which is like meat of a cow. So Pom's already done the next word. So here again we have the sara a, the and the silent consonant, so it makes the sound. And our initial consonant is the ro, r consonant.
เรือ เรือ เรือ
And that word means bolt. So now we're going to do a few more words that use the same sound but which have final consonants. Okay, so if you look at this word, 1, 2, 3 makes the sound. The initial consonant is the law-ling L consonant, and the final consonant is gorgai, which makes the unreleased K sound.
เลือก เลือก เลือก
which means to choose or select. So a few more words making the same basic sound, but just using different consonants. Consonants that you should know because we've covered them in previous tutorials. So here, the Sara A, the long and the Orang. So we've got the sound. The initial consonant is the do dek, the D consonant, and the final consonant is the no nu, the N consonant.
เดือน เดือน เดือน
And that word means month in Thai. Just a couple more. And you should be finding this quite easy by now. So 1, 2, 3 makes the sound, 2 syllables. The initial consonant is the raw r consonant, and the final consonant is the ngongu ng consonant.
เรื่อง เรื่อง เรื่อง
And that word means subject or matter or affair. Just one more word. Same thing again, just different consonants. So the 1, 2, 3 makes the sound. The initial consonant is the law-ling L consonant, and the final consonant is the dordek, which becomes an unreleased T as a final consonant.
เลือด เลือด เลือด
And that word means blood in Thai. So what we'll do now, I'll just get Pom to say the same words that we used in the tutorial, and you'll be able to observe her mouth as she speaks them. This might help you with your pronunciation.
ตึก ขึ้น ลึก พึ่ง ฝึก คือ มือ ลืม ตื่น ปืน มืด ลื่น ยืม เกลือ เนื้อ เรือ เลือก เดือน เรื่อง เลือก เลือด